Good afternoon, team, and everyone who is watching this video or will be watching in future. So, yeah, before I start, there are some terms in case you're just starting out your business, something like that. So, B2B is business to business, and LinkedIn is a social media platform for working professionals. And campaign is nothing but the chain of activities done in order to achieve a particular result. So, on that note, let's start our today's presentation. Now, Aditi and Nitesh, when we say B2B marketing on LinkedIn, so if I have to summarize the idea of B2B marketing, so what is the picture that is coming in your head?
B2B marketing?
Yes.
Like I am a business and I'm trying to sell my stuff to other business. I need to check how I can build a brand and do marketing. I'm not sure if this was the right answer to it.
There is no right or wrong. It's just it's a open end question. So, Aditi, what about you?
So B2B is business to business, and ultimately is the human professionals who are creating products to be used by human professionals to achieve a particular objective. So LinkedIn is a great place wherein you can educate people about how those professionals can benefit from your offering. So that is what which comes to my mind when I think of B2B LinkedIn marketing.
Yes. So that is a good way of portraying the B2B marketing on LinkedIn. And most of the businesses try the approach of direct selling. They either approach through direct messages or they run a sales ad where they simply talk about their product. But today I'll be giving example of 3 to 4 companies. The ultimate motive was to sell, but they opted different methods for that, which actually created buzz in the market.
Mm-hmm.
And when we say that B2B platforms are not that creative, they somewhere broke that stereotype as well. So,
that sounds exciting.
yes. So today's first company is Oracle. Have you heard about this company?
Yes.
So any idea what it do and
software बनाती ना Oracle.
yes, मतलब software firm and it's into consulting as well. So एक बार if you get the funding, you try to do a lot of things. So if I give you suppose I am Oracle and I hire Aditya and Nitesh and I tell them that I have a product, I have a tool for financial firms.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to spread the awareness about the tool as well as influence the decision makers from the banks. So how would I start this campaign? What would be the first step?
Mm-hmm. So this digital bank of the future is the campaign that we are talking about.
Campaign name, yes.
Okay. Digital banking decision makers. So when we say digital bank, it is like making.
It's the name of the campaign. Just forget about digital bank. Just think of high street bank like any other bank.
I also read this here. I'm just not able to recall. मैंने इस campaign के बारे में पढ़ा था when I was doing the research. But
yeah. So the first step, like the obvious step, is to do the research. So, for example, if I want to sell the product, for example, I have Oracle assigned me the task to sell their software. So, a traditional way to run an ad that this is the tool and let's add a promotional ad on the LinkedIn and get the lead information and then contact them. This is the one way. The other way, the agency they hired did a thorough research and they figured out that there was a huge disconnect between what customers expect and what the banks are providing and the way the banks are functioning. So they opt on that opportunity, the agency, to create a campaign for Oracle, which was called as Digital Bank of the Future. So what they did, they published in-depth research pieces where they talked about that problem and they integrated their tool in that article, that how this tool can bridge that gap. And this was a huge success for Oracle because it was very new to the market. The report was something which every bank needed, and it opened a horizon of working practices which banks were following to stop following what they were actually doing, to read the report, get Oracle's help, and follow new methods of interacting with the customers. So what we can take away that what worked for Oracle was an original research. It was not just a direct ad of selling the tool, and obviously unique research which is directly pointing to the pain points of your customer as well as customer's customer is a great way for lead generation as well as thought leadership. So this was the first company.
Vijay, just stopping you here. कुछ पेज वगैरह उड़ रहे हैं क्या आपकी साइड से, या कुछ पंखा वंखा चल रहा है क्या? मतलब
नहीं, आवाज कट कट के आ रही है क्या?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ लगे जैसे
बैकग्राउंड नॉइस आ रही है,
थोड़ी सी बैकग्राउंड नॉइस आ रही है।
वैसे आसपास कंस्ट्रक्शन चल रहा था।
कंस्ट्रक्शन का नहीं है यार ये आवाज, ऐसे लगातार टक 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 टक।
अगर फैन चल रहा है तो फैन का डायरेक्शन थोड़ा अलग करके देखेंगे।
नहीं, फैन मैंने ऑफ कर दिया है।
अच्छा,
वो कर देते हैं।
चलिए कंटिन्यू करते हैं, कोई बात नहीं। वी डोंट नो व्हाट दिस प्लेस इज।
So I found an interesting video while I was researching about this campaign. Can you
Burning
play
a
the
hole in
audio?
your pocket?
yes,
Use your ad credits instead.
In our digitize or die world, banks are left in a difficult position. Carry on as you are, and if you're lucky, you might just survive. But to really thrive in our digital age, you need to adopt a new approach based around your customers. The digital native is growing up in a world that is focused around them, focused on their needs and enhancing their lives. The banks that can adapt to and integrate with the lives of their customers will be the ones to thrive. The bank of the future will be offering advice, products and services that their customers have never experienced before. And greater value will result in greater loyalty. If you aren't in tune with your digital customers, someone else soon will be. The race is on to become the digital bank of the future. See where you stand against your peers with our unique benchmarking tool.
what's that benchmarking tool? Mane, it is asking other banks to check.
So that is their tool, the benchmarking tool, which they wanted to promote.
Oh, I see.
Yes. So what is the what is the learning from this this video?
Human psychology के हिसाब से देखा जाए तो nobody wants to stay behind in a competition.
Yes.
So it's like a hook wherein it would prompt the users to try their tool to know where they stand.
Yes. And what I found very appealing, it was also part of the promotional video along with that research work. So they opted 2-3 methods like video and carousels and static posts. So the interesting part about this video was even a person who is working in a bank but is not aware of a lot of financial terms can also understand this. Like how the banks, how the customers behavior is changing, therefore you need to change. It's not like that there is a new technology which banks needs to opt, but customers have evolved. That is why you need to evolve. So that was in a way educating the banks that yes, it is the high time if you want to stay ahead of your competition. Fasten your seatbelts, and if you want to do that, then we have the tool for that. The second most interesting thing which I liked about the video was the graphics. Like you don't want to skip a second of it. So it was that appealing. So if next time we try to, let's say, promote one of the client's product, so let's take care that the visual that we're creating, it is interesting, and yes, and talk about the product at the end. So they gave the idea of the tool in the end. The entire video minus 3 seconds was about banks and how they have a problem which needs to be solved. So that was the excellent idea about, because what I have seen most of the companies do, they talk about their product, like they have this feature and this is how it will solve your problem, then this feature, this is how it will solve a problem. But this video was an educational video for the banks.
Honestly, Vijay, I found the campaign a bit confusing. Is it targeted to users like us, or is it targeted to the banks?
To the banks. So they wanted to influence the decision makers of the bank. For example, I am a bank, you are Oracle. You want to convince me that this is the tool which will help you understand your customers in a better way. You won't believe that. But if you give me a research that customer demographic has evolved, you need to adopt to the new parameters, and here is the report.
Oh, now I got it right. So Oracle actually makes the fintech software, and
Yes.
it wants to sell that fintech software to the banks, and to convince them, it is asking them to see whether they are where do they stand in the technology curve, and what is it that they need to do to be ahead or at least at par with their peers.
Yes. So the benchmarking tool did two functions. First, benchmarking tool helped them where do they stand, and the second thing it did was how they can actually come up to the expectations of modern day customers.
Interesting.
Yes. So this was the entire idea of original research.
Oh, it's quite interesting.
Again, the same situation over here, like drive awareness about the Profits software. So Profits company is somewhat management software. So for financial purposes, again it's the same domain. So they also wanted to promote their software and drive awareness, but they opted a very different approach. And it was about customer stories. So they did not go for research. So somewhat similar situation, but a different approach. So what they did, they published stories of their own customers, and they redirected that to a landing page where they have a whole series of the educational videos in case if I'm in a bank and I want to grow my career. So at every stage, let's say you're working in a bank, and somewhere you are also part of decision making, right? I'm educating you about how you can grow in your own firm. I'm not talking about the Profit software. I'm just telling you how you can grow in your career. So eventually you get interested in the product, what is Profits do and what is the software. And when you get to know that these are the people who are fit for your organization in terms of software they provide, you will definitely go for them, right?
Right.
That was their idea. If, for example, we are a marketing firm, and let's say a company, let's say HubSpot, great HubSpot. HubSpot doesn't tell that, okay, they have a software to manage your marketing channels. They educate us how to become a better marketer.
Correct.
And then we get interested, okay, this is how it's gonna be. Let's take HubSpot because they already have given so much of free resource. So that was their idea. And this is the example of a landing page, the landing page which they have. So they have different sections, and the interesting part, the teachers are the clients of Profits. So people who are already at a successful position and are client of Profits are telling you how to grow in your career.
So social.
Yes. It created a lot of credibility in minds of users, and eventually the numbers are obviously, if I'm talking about the example, they have scale in terms of sales numbers. I did not put that because that is the obvious.
Got it. So you want to play this video for us? Or it's just a snap?
It's a long video. Like 50 minutes. They have a series of videos. So
okay.
Yes, so standout feature for them was visual storytelling, and even on LinkedIn we can try storytelling, and they had carousels, videos, all form of content they tried and drove the traffic to the landing page. Okay.
When you're saying visual storytelling, you are pointing it to their video only, or they had carousels which showed storytelling like this?
I actually searched for the carousels, but I did not find them. So what I am understanding, so for example, there is a series of, have you seen LinkedIn educational videos? The ads they do. So what they do, they put a sample of it. For example, if I'm talking, so I'll talk about, okay, I was working in a firm, I was not having a great time there, then I did a course from here and there, and then now I'm working at this firm. That is the short video. In case if you're interested, sign up or subscribe, something like that.
Okay.
So it could be of that form. And carousels, because carousels appeal to different senses and different customers at the same time. So that was the idea of carousels.
All right. So if somebody is, hard of hearing, they can just swipe
Yes.
and. Got it.
So like busy social feeds exactly means the same thing. You don't want to just stick and read each and every word. So if somebody is narrating and there is a face, you would be interested.
Right.
So that was their idea. And the next example, just to brief before I come to the next example. So most of the time we are like, we want to target our audience, but have we ever wondered that our own people, our own employees are also a company's target audience? Because they are people who are actually responsible for driving business, drinking revenue
Yes.
in an indirect way.
Yes, they are.
Aditi, remember the second project?
Yes. I think Vijay, we need to tell you one more
We
story.
have yet to start on.
So it is called employee advocacy, Vijay, wherein employees share stuff about themselves in combination with the company, and the client side sees that and they get interested in your company. We
Yes.
were planning to create a software for that. We had done some work also, but that took a backseat for some time. But yeah, it is in the roadmap, Ritesh, right?
Yep.
Maybe sometime we will show you what we had done.
Very soon, not sometime, but very soon, yeah. We need to work on it.
True.
So yes, that was the idea of Dropbox. So I hope you have heard about Dropbox, what it do.
Yes.
And
Use also.
yes, so they wanted to hire new people, and as well as from the brand awareness is something which is always a, let's say, what, back of the head of every campaign. So that was also the idea, but also to attract new talent. So normal way, or like say post a job opening and share within the circle and let people reach you. So that is the one way.
Mhm.
Other way is Dropbox way. So they created an entire campaign around the company culture,
Mhm.
and it was not about writing how professional they are or how enthusiastic they are or how much they love their work. It was about which food they love to eat, where did they like to travel, and it was like a podcast between the people of the company. For example, for let's say me and you, and some of the podcasts were shot on a beach.
Oh.
So that was the entire to make people, the talent, intro more about what this Dropbox do, and I want to work there. So that was their entire idea. And they launched this campaign. People started putting all the stories of the employees. You don't see anybody who's working and talking about how hard working they are. It's all about partying and everything. And people either traveling in boats and shooting videos, sitting in restaurants and talking about food and culture. So anybody would love to work there if I get the idea of, okay, this is the kind of company which I always have dreamt of. So anybody would love to apply over there.
Nice.
That was the idea of Dropbox, and eventually yes, people participated. And now if you search on Life Inside Dropbox, you will see a lot of posts, people who are joining you. When they started, they had 200 employees. I forgot the year count, but they have now around 2,000, 3,000. So they were doing a huge, massive drive and putting every money on the job opening and advertisement for that would have cost them. So it was kind of free advertising for them to take help of the existing employees and create a buzz around that we are hiring.
Work of a genius.
Yes.
And that also helps in attracting people with the like minds.
Yes. Because at a certain point of time, everyone is just, let's say it's a software company. So the kind of skill requirement is somewhere the same. I don't have any experience in that industry, but what I'm assuming, for example, coding. So you'll get the skill, but just like you said, the like-mindedness in terms of every aspect. For example, if you want to talk about a topic, how religious you are, or what is the political view, everything counts to create that compassion between two people. It's like having a life partner. So that's a check for that every business is talking about in future. So that will also be a parameter. And I just remember of a great example of Mu Sigma. I gave that exam. It was very easy exam, half an hour of your normal test like aptitude, and they have 1 hour test of psychometric test just to check how would you respond to situations and everything. Luckily, I cleared that, but couldn't get through the last round. But it was very interesting just to see that they have created a test which was much more difficult to answer. There are questions like, okay, if you go to shopping mall, your friend want to buy a shoe, and you're getting late. So should you wait or should you leave, or what would you do? So interesting question, just to see if I'll be compatible with the company or not.
Yeah.
And the last example is from a company called IO. You have heard about this company?
हाँ ये sales के लिए help
Yes.
करते हैं ना लोगों को.
Yes.
Very famous.
Yes. So, like everyone is talking about data-driven. So, data-driven activity. So, what they do, their tagline is no opinions, only reality. Something like similar. So, they don't go on opinions that this would work or this would not. They check the company's data, they work around that, and they give decisions around that. So, that is how they're helping the customers. Coming to the agenda to increase, they wanted to increase the engagement on their page, and they wanted to create a community around their work. So they had it's a known technique, and it worked for them, but when they did, it was new for them. And because the idea of free books and free giveaways is on Instagram mostly. The influencers do giveaways, and when they, or brands, they collaborate with influencers and they want to promote their brand. So they give stuff for free. But what they do, what this company did, they started circulating books around sales techniques. So that was, so they wanted people who is into that profession and will actually be benefiting from this free book. And congratulations. किसका लड़का हुआ? कुछ आवाज आई ना?
Sorry, yeah.
मुझे भी आवाज आई नितेश की कुछ देखो.
Yeah, it's a good news. I mean, for a moment, it's a good news.
Congratulations
It's,
Niतेsh.
it's my sister, I mean cousin sister.
Wow, great
And
news.
my
Mama-
wife was like
Mama-
super excited. She didn't know that I am on call. We just opened the gate and thank you guys.
Good.
Continue.
Yeah, like, so free books, and to enter the contest, it was pretty simple. LinkedIn is all about commenting. So you have to just put a comment. They'll have an interesting question, you have to put a comment in terms of an answer, and they'll choose 3 or 4 lucky winners. So it worked for them magically, and huge number of engaging people followed their page. They got huge number of comments, and yes, it was a success for them. Yes, it's our last standout feature, which is to have creative contest in order to create engagement. It's just not that you'll keep posting and you'll get the engagement. So sometimes you have to offer people something for free. Yeah. So that was all from my side, and I hope I made some sense throughout these examples, and hope that these add some value to the work that you're already doing.
Yes, it does.
Good, Vijay.
Thank you.